Hello and welcome to the F5 review of the defense of destruction. I'm going to do a logi review. You can see the enemy fleet. We are positioning a bit wrong because you want to, like the arrows indicate, being on the opposite side. See the two guards out there marked with the red. Not the best position. We have swapped the logi to the right side, so you have the red on one side, you got your main fleet in the middle, and you have the logi tucked up in the left corner, being like 20k off. Pretty good. All look pretty solid at this stage. And this is where the fun begins. You can see the enemy fleet warping straight on. FC react pretty fast, burning off with his micro warp drive. You can see the Tempest fleet burning down towards the left. And you can see the Guardian, the Logi wing, also trying to burn down left. But we are afterburner, so it's hard to keep up with the main fleet. So what we need to do now is not go too far down, because then we get trapped by bubbles. So you have to like burn around, like further out, and then go around it. You can see the Tempest fleet is already cleared. They're down here now. You can see us way up there, like two fleets are closing in and we're trying to burn out of all these bubbles that are coming up. It's all about trying to get around it. And it's kind of hard, because now you're going to get all the webs, the target painters, the drones, everything on you, while you're trying to get out of these slowing bubbles. Like you can't go a straight line down, because then you have to burn through like 3 bubbles. So you see we're trying to get out on the right side. Also, we're starting to lose the range of the main fleet. I think we are at this stage at a 50 to 60 km of the main fleet. The Reppers are a 62k. So we're almost out of range of them. And what good is a logi fleet if you can't prep? So we're still trying to get out there and go around to catch up with the main fleet that burned off earlier. And you see the Harbingers, the first set of them right underneath us there, are getting primed by the FC. They're just falling very, very fast. You see the main fleet is making a run. They're going to come down now, try to crush, like a pincer move on the logi that is trying to burn out there. Like I'm losing Guardians. I think I lost 4 Guardians, so there's another bubble. So now I have to move even further out. I'm kiting like a motherfucker out on the right there, trying to get around the whole thing. And now you see the main fleet is burning also really, really fast, trying to get into firing range. So it's all about going around the whole thing to come down to the main fleet without going through all the bubbles. So it's basically try to get as far away from the main blob that is tailing behind there up on the left side, and then go around and come down to the other side. This is very, very intense right now on the larger people. Like they are taking so much fire, it's not even funny. Like the 4 pilots we already lost on this move. Feel sorry for them, but like there's no other way to go. You have to go straight out there and then go down. Because if I go straight through it, I'll lose everything. So I will be down 6 out of 10 Guardians if I manage to make this move around the bubbles. You can see the main fleet is safe as can be down here. They have no problems whatsoever. Don't need any reps. There's no firing going down there. It's all going into the the logi that's kiting, and you see the main forces closing in as we're trying to burn around all them bubbles. You can see now they're really closing in. You can see that they put up speed up top there, And we are starting to burn out of the bubbles. We're looking kind of free now. So it's getting closer to the stage where we can actually start really putting some distance between us and the main fleet. See more and more Tempest landing down at the anchor, making it safe out. You see the Harbingers are falling left, right, and center. They're just getting twatted by the main fleet now. And here you can see they are actually closing the distance. They are now in firing range. So now we are really under pressure. But we are out on the bubble, so I am starting to think like, yeah, I can get these people out. And oh, fuck, there's another bubble. There's no fucking safe spots for Guardians. We are slow crawling. But at this stage, the main Tempest fleet are doing so much damage to the Harbinger, so they decide to warp off that squad that was closest. And that means the webs are gone, so now we can speed up. And you see also the fleet that was dragging, they are above their bubble, so they are going to jump off. But the Guardians that was chasing us, they're stuck in their own bubbles. That is kind of bad piloting, and you can see now the Guardians of the enemy fleet are just sitting right in the bubble. There's like, why fly a Guardian straight into a bubble? And you are in the middle of the bubble, not above it. You should be above that line. So they are easy picking. So now we are taking some Guardians back. So yeah, we lost some, but now it's like payback. Goodbye for your reps. So at this stage, the logi wing is starting to get down to the main fleet. We're swinging around, getting behind it, and we managed to get down with 6 out of 10. So we lost four Guardians in that kiting maneuver, trying to get out of bubbles and go around. It's really nice support of the main fleet to hammer the main pursuer so much that they actually gave up. That way we managed to clear off all the webs and all the other shite. This is the second big fight of the evening, where we have been tethered to the station. We have moved around, and we are being kited. And you can see like the logi is trying to go to the main fleet. We're trying to navigate, so we go behind it. At the moment, we are still trying to catch up because we're still afterburners, and when the tempests go fast, we can't catch up. So we're trying to go on the other side. And you can also see like the FC is blinking, Wish is blinking, the boosters are blinking. The targeting of the enemy is really bad now. They are split firing left, right, and center. There's no focus fire, so it makes it easy to rep. We have pretty good look at them all blinking, all taking damage, but there's like no critical damage. So we have pretty good control on the logi side now. We're going around the fleet, going into position. We're soon going to come up on one of the critical parts of the evening where there was a mistake actually. You can see the logi there around the 30 km mark, hovering around a lot of tempest there. There's also some tempest further away. And now you can see the main force of the Harbingers are warping left. And for some reason I didn't notice this. I noticed there were Harbingers on the station, so I decided to go on the outside of the fleet with the logi, so meaning going on the north side. What I should have gone is underneath the station, because the main fleet is on the left side, and I should have gone on the right side. And you can see here, I should have gone into those Harbinger instead of on the outside. So what you will see is when they come back, the logi wing is completely wrong. So you always have to keep an eye on where the main blob is, because those are the scary one. And they should be warping down pretty soon now, and you can see they're basically landing straight on top of the logi wing, like 10, 15. Here we are there they're coming in. I mean, should have been on the blue line. So it's a kind of bad movement from the LC. And I'm going to lose another 3 Guardians just on this. You can see they're landing right there, and you see the cap chain there around the 20 marker. And we are kind of shite. We should have been very, very far away. So now it's all about burning, and you're overheating your afterburners, trying to go underneath the station, trying to dive away. Same with the Tempest, they are burning off. And we managed to get 3 Guardians burned down there to get on the right side of the fleet and keep the what's left of the fleet stable. But we managed to lose, as I said, 3 extra Guardians here. So total we lost 7 out of 10 during the fight. The 4 first one was kind of on what we couldn't save those, but this one we could have definitely saved by going on the inside. So if we had more focus on where the blob was and didn't go on the outside but on the inside, we could have saved those. So yeah, now it's all about going down there, and the firing on the enemy team at this stage is all over the place. It's almost like they have lost the FC or something is going on, because they are shooting multiple targets. Either they are trying to catch the logi off on the cycle and on the wrong targets, or I'm not really sure what they're doing, because they're not focus firing and they don't have the alpha to kill something. So we were flipping between saving Guardians and the boosty Lokis at this stage, and it was not really too much. You can see us there now, almost at the 10 km mark, working our way underneath. So we managed to slip away pretty easy there by diving down. You see they're shooting against the logi at the 10 km mark there. But we are too far away, and we're burning at the angle, so they can't get good traction. So it's kind of hard for them to even do anything now, and at the moment they are all stuck in their own bubbles. So again, the Tempest fleet is going to have a field day, just shooting everything down. It's pretty easy. Yeah, you can see us there, down at the 10 km mark, trying to go behind the fleet. So that's basically a lot of what you have to do as an anchor for the logi, trying to read where the blob is and where are they possible coming in.